Today we are at District 7. Right behind me this Bencoolen House. Wow, 太棒了！你看那个 MRT 在楼下。Less than 8 seconds walk from here, and that is the downtown line. You're also surrounded by a lot of different MRT stations right here. We are visiting Bencoolen House, one of the last few residential buildings that's sitting on a 4.2 plot ratio hotel land. Follow PropertyLimBrothers on this investment home tour. Let's go. This building comprises only 18 units, 10-story at the current status, 999 years in nature, as good as freehold from 1862 or something, so plus 999. In the year 2861, then you expire. I will count it as freehold. Right now, this plot is one of the rare residential plots that's sitting on a row of hotel land. And why is that important is because just take a look at Waterloo Apartments that was successfully en bloc in the year 2018. The 30 owners there went through the collective sale. It was being purchased by the developer that is going to develop that into a hotel status instead. Each owner walked out with $4.3 million in total collective sale, about $130 million. What this essentially means for you is that if you just have a look at my left and right hand side, starting from Hotel Rendezvous with Strand Hotel, this is Hotel Me. 30 Bencoolen is also a newly established hotel, also just right across Lazada 1 building. If you are hunting for an investment property, and if you have spare names to use, I think this is a fantastic opportunity for all of us to take a look. I'm going to bring you up and then we'll have a tour. We'll end up back right here on level 1 and we have more things to share. Let's go. Okay, 10 stories in total. Level 1 has no residential units, so there are 2 commercial units. Technically speaking, the strategy for this type of properties is to buy, hold, and then wait for future redevelopment. While waiting, the mindset is that if a redevelopment or an en bloc collective doesn't happen, the strategy is for rental play while waiting for future upside capital appreciation. When you come up here is that this is the front view. All the units here are single loading. This is towards southeast. The back is northwest. So what happened in the past is that previously this could be a residential plot zoning, but after years and years of URA Masterplan rejuvenation, they have re-demarcated this into hotel zoning. So this is technically a bonus for you if you were to buy this, because right now it's a residential status, and that gives future developers, if a collective sale will to happen, they have then an additional kind of route for them to think about what they want to redevelop this into. So any developers that buy this, for example, they can redevelop this into a residential again, or they can apply to URA to transform this into a hotel building. This is 1302 square feet. Right now, in terms of asking price, $2.25 million. You're looking at something that is below a $1,800 per square foot. Can you believe it? I mean, nowadays in the day and age, how do we get something that is almost freehold in nature and yet below the $1,800 per square foot mark? I'm just going to let you explore the size a little bit, because this is right now a huge 3-bedder with a huge hall and dining right here. Dining zoning is facing towards northwest, but no direct afternoon sun. You have a master ensuite. In totality, 3 bathrooms right here. Huge kitchen. Essentially, if you want to buy this property as a co-living, this is the zone for you to create a 4-bedroom. Let's throw out the render for everybody to see how you can transform this. The aircon is already pre-built right here. So just create a glass with full-on blinds, or you can build up partition walls as well with proper doors. Your huge span windows is already located right there. You can still keep your living area, plus maybe a small dining towards the side. The common bathroom is not affected. There's one more bathroom towards the kitchen area. Let's have a look at the bedrooms first. Let's go. So the first bedroom has a direct link in terms of balcony size. The bedroom sizes are all fantastically huge. Nowadays, when you buy something in the new launch market, of course 1302 square feet, you might have like a private live concept, you might have like a dry and wet kitchen kind of thing, but your bedroom sizes are definitely just half of this kind of bedroom sizes for properties that was constructed in the 1900s. In terms of construct, it's fantastic, it's solid in nature, huge and thick wall slats between bedrooms. In terms of windows, these are also pretty huge span windows as well, sliding panels done by the owners. You have a linkway balcony towards your second bedroom. I need no introduction to show you what you can do with your bedrooms, because the moment you have size, you can put in everything, your wardrobe, TV console, study table zoning, dressing table, king bed, all these are definitely possible when you have space. If you have young kids and you're coming here with a family, all you need to do is just to put in invisible grills just to safety proof the home a little bit more. As we look at the locale right here, D7 is considered the downtown core area of Singapore. Some of the most important structures and buildings in Singapore are located in D1, 2, 7 and 8. In fact, Bencoolen Street was being named and influenced by, back then, Sir Stamford Raffles. You get to see a lot of different kinds of heritage and culture right here in terms of mosques, temples, churches, and over the years this has already been developed into a district with a combination of commercial buildings. In addition, this is also the home to a lot of international students. This is the place to come to, and it's also very close to the Bugis district and popular bookstores and F&B outlets located within this very popular district. In the event, if this is for rental play, the ease of tenancy is quick, the vacancy period is low. So anytime you want to switch your tenancy strategy, for example, if you want to kickstart with room rental first while you're still staying here as a young professional, you want to just occupy 2 of the bedrooms for your own usage and rent out 2 bedrooms to maybe students, you can do so. So if you're looking to rent out a common room, basically the strategy as a landlord that is co-living together with your tenant is that provide air condition for them, provide the Wi-Fi access. Right now in terms of common rooms, you can easily go for at least $1,500 to $2,000 depending on what you throw in the rental package. If you decide to rent out this entire apartment, allocate them to a room rental kind of strategy. In totality, the entire apartment, including your master room, can go for at least $7,600. So let's take a look at $2.25 million vis-a-vis 30 years lease based on the interest rate of 2% on the latest SORA packages. Your monthly installment is going to be at about $6,000+ per month. You can still collect positive cash flow every single month by investing in a 999 years residential property. If you want to switch your rental strategy to, let's say, a full apartment to rent out by itself, you can still do so as well. You can rent it out as a 3-bedroom, you can rent it out as a 4-bedder, and we'll leave that strategy up to you. So let me bring you to the master, and then we'll chat more. This link-way gives the master room privacy. So you have this huge master room tucked in this corner with an ensuite, bathroom. Bedroom is huge, king bed, wardrobe space, TV console space, dressing table. I think there's no need to explain when you look at the amount of space and size that you have here. As we walk back to the link-way, I'm not sure about you, after you have walked through just half of the home, do you feel that this is 1302 square feet? I don't think so. I think it's much larger than that. Perhaps the fact is that the new ones, AC latch is included, the balcony is there, the older ones, the aircons are hung outside, so it's a little bit different in terms of space allocation. Just have a look at how big this kitchen is, and this is a full-size enclosed kitchen. We're not even ending the kitchen yet. There's still another huge portion here with a huge store that's leading towards your back door. This is a huge yard zone for you to put in your washer cum dryer, internal refuse chute. This is the 3rd bathroom. If you're not planning to buy this for stay, or you have already purchased an apartment or your own stay property under one name and your spouse's name is reserved for the investment property, this is a fantastic option in terms of rental play, capital, future potential for exit either towards a developer from collective or towards another investor or somebody that's buying for own stay in town areas. So when we look at the balance on what is included right here in terms of size, in terms of the amount of bedrooms, I think in terms of safety benchmark, that is almost like perfect. Coming back to the investment angle, if you're not planning to buy this for own stay, you technically don't have to do much. A lot of solid material are being used. These are all solid house material, so they are not like the countertop that you have to worry about a lot of wear and tear sometimes. And they're all concrete slabs that was built in towards the base and the side as well. So basically you can also switch out the cabinet's door. Very good for rental play. Of course, what you can do is just to spruce up the kitchen a little bit, maybe change the top hung, change out the doors, invest maybe about 20,000 towards the kitchen, and I think you're good to go. Even if you want to renovate the entire place, maybe about 50 to 80,000, make it into like a designer style, I think there's a lot of potential on what you can do in this particular apartment. Now let's come back to the numbers a little bit. So as we look at $2.25 million, almost freehold apartment, what other choices can we get if you're hunting for D7? Technically speaking, if you want to get something that is 3 or largely towards the 3 plus study, 1,003 plus square feet format, a lot of apartments are falling into the high 2 range, which is closing into the $3 million. So in terms of quantum play, it's already very difficult to achieve. When we look at this comparison, vis-a-vis on what we can get in the new launch market, latest news from Straits Times is that developers also expect further price increment on future new launches for the rest of 2022 towards 2023. The reason is because there's still a lot of pent-up demands for local buyers that are buying new launches with the expectation of own stay or maybe as a secondary investment property with spare name to use. So when we look at the response from the latest 2 launches that just happened in Q2 of 2022, almost close to 70 to 80% sell out, we already know where things are likely to go in the next few launches because developers are also looking to capitalize and take advantage of this move up momentum. I don't know where this will end, but most importantly, I think it's not to time the market, but to look for opportunities within different kinds of segments. Now this is a fantastic opportunity if you're somebody that loves resale property, you want to buy something for immediate rental play without having to wait 3 to 4 years for new launches, if you're looking for investment play with different modules plugged into it. And when we look at PSF and Quantum again, if we are hunting for a new launch in the RCR zone, you have to pay at least $2,100 per square foot moving forward. If you are looking for something in the OCR zone, everything is also inching towards the $2,000 per square foot mark. If you look at the size of, let's say, a 3-bedder averaging at about 900 to 1,000 square feet, that will mean that a brand new 3-bedroom is going to have an entry price of at least $2 million. So when we balance back to this, there's something that is below $1,800 per square foot. I think in terms of room to grow, in terms of benchmark safety entry price, this is definitely priced for future growth as well as having a safe level of entry. Meantime, let's head back down. Monthly maintenance is less than $190. Of course, this is like an apartment status. There are no facilities right here, and you have MRT at your doorstep. You can just head down. We've come to the end of this home tour. This is Bencoolen House. If you want to have a look at this beautiful property that is prime for potential investment, the numbers to our listing managers are also down below. And once again, my name is Melvin Lim, PropertyLimBrothers. As always, happy to show you the place. In the meantime, take care.
Run, run, run. You better run like you never been there.
走吧。 搞定，去吃饭 and perhaps the OCR zone. Wait, I need to drink water. ，Angelina， 不要做傻事，还年轻哎。33了。这真的是好像一个轰宫啊。